If I scroll down to the bottom of this form, you'll see that I have some options. Ship individually, units of 10, 100, or hold for complete shipment. These are mutually exclusive options. I can, if I want to allow you to choose these, add a checkbox next to each one of them. That would allow you to select all 4 or any 2 or 3 of the 4 together, and that's not something that I want. What I want is you to choose one of the 4 and only one of the 4, and for that I'm going to use the radio button. Now, they're called radio buttons because way back a long time ago, a car radio used to have buttons that when you push one, the other would pop out. If you push another one, the one you just selected would pop out. In other words, they were mutually exclusive, hence the name radio button. To create a radio button, I'll place the first one by clicking and dragging. And you can see a little preview of the radio button. I'll name the radio button, and it's very important that you name the radio button and know the name of the radio button, and I'll show you why in just a moment. Ship number. I can choose an appearance. I'm not going to bother with that here, but I can give it a border and a fill color. You can see that it has a black border and a white fill. The options are important because I can choose from the different styles that I have. I can use a check mark, I can do a cross, I can do a square, and again, if I want to see what those look like applied, I can click that the button is checked by default. So I'll choose cross. And I can sort of see the cross in there. It's a little difficult to see because of the label of the button, although in this case I can expand it if I want to. Even though the Properties dialog box is open, I can adjust it so that I can see that. I'll put that back because I know what I want, and that is the original circle option. I do want this button checked by default. I'm going to click Close. Now, I'm not done yet. What I haven't done is created the rest of the radio buttons. Now, I'm not going to create individual new radio buttons with the Radio Buttons tool. Instead, what I'm going to do is select this button, hold the Control key down, and drag to create duplicates. And the reason that I'm creating duplicates is not just because I want to make it easy for myself. In order for these to become mutually exclusive, they have to be duplicates. When you have duplicate radio buttons on the page, all of which have the same name, you can see ship number is used as the name. Those are going to be mutually exclusive. Let's test it. I'll select preview mode, and if I click one, or another, or another, or another, they all become mutually exclusive. And so I want to show you a quick way to deal with that. Instead of returning to the radio button tool, which allows me to select specifically the radio buttons, I'm going to select the Advanced Editing Select Object tool. Mostly because I want to show you that the Select Object tool allows you to select any form object that's on the page. And you can see that I actually have this thing here called button 16. It's just used as a placeholder to throw some text onto the page. That's something we'll cover later, but what I want to use the Select Objects tool for is to select just the radio buttons, and then I'm going to right-click on them and choose Align, and I'll align them to the left, and then right-click to choose Distribute, and I want to distribute them vertically. What that does is it creates even spacing among them. So if I go back to preview mode, you can see that they're now nicely evenly spaced and aligned all at the same time. It's a real quick way to create a nice neat set of radio buttons, and again, because they're all the same name, they work together.